No New Zealand constitution would be complete without a consideration of the fundamental issue of state Māori relations. And so Julia is now going to discuss those issues.
Kia ora koutou. And what can be more sexy than te tiriti o te Waitangi? Nothing, I say. In this little room, over the last 1.5 days, it has been accepted that the Treaty of Waitangi must be in any constitution of Aotearoa, New Zealand. The contentious issue was, and still is, and will continue to be, how and to what extent is it included. Our little rōpū concluded that Te Tiriti is the founding document of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now, this should not be too controversial. It is in our current cabinet manual. Thank you. But in our constitution, it still stands alone as the separate document outside of any written constitution that may be created, but its presence is inherent. Our group was tasked with defining the relationships between the Crown and Māori in a single chapter, to which we began. This constitution operates to give effect to the principles of Te Tiriti. Now, the focus of our chapter is to ensure that the constitution, and thus all laws of New Zealand, are read in light of the principles, spirit, and intention of the Treaty of Waitangi. By doing so, we acknowledge that the treaty is and will continue to be a living document that evolves through time. In order to ensure that the spirits and principles are upheld, we have vested a new role into the Waitangi Tribunal, who has been expanded to act as the mechanism that should make periodic inquiries as to what Indigenous rights flow from Te Tiriti and the laws that develop through New Zealand through time. Claims of constitutional breaches, therefore, to the spirit, principles and rights of Māori can be brought to the Waitangi Tribunal to consider. But unlike the status quo, where a breach is proven, an appropriate remedy will be awarded by the Waitangi Tribunal, not just for consideration, but to be enforced. In the space of 1.5 days, the importance of the Treaty of Waitangi and Māori as tangata te whenua has been acknowledged, but the importance and impact of Crown Māori relations flows through the veins of Aotearoa. When a constitution is eventually created, this should not be lost or just form part of a constitution. It should be in the heart. Kia ora.